Now then YouTube, I'm the Toffman and welcome back to some more Thaumcraft and Botania Unite. In the last episode what we did was we went ahead and made this little contraption out here that will allow us to go and make living wood. Now this isn't automated, it doesn't particularly need to be automated, to be fair. It doesn't need to be automated, however I do want to try something out that we've been discussing on the Magicality chat. With the guys who we all get together, you know, we do the Magicality mod pack, and I asked those guys, I said, what do you reckon I could do? And, you know, we had loads of different ideas and stuff like that. But there's one particular idea I do want to do, because it's using a block I haven't used yet. It's also using a particular lens I haven't used yet. Well, I have used it, but it's using a different lens that I haven't used yet. And it's also using a particular kind of thing within Botania that I haven't done yet. And I would love to show you guys that way of doing it. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that kind of thing. I need to change this just slightly though. I need to move all of this, including the random carpus. I need to move everything this way one, or move this lot that way one. It's probably actually easier to move all this lot over to here. So why don't I do that, get a few things ready, and I'll be right back. Alright, I have a few things in my inventory that I want to show you guys for something I want to craft. I haven't moved that yet. I need to go and move that. I just want to go back on my last episode and some of the questions, some of the comments that I got throughout that one. Akko the Builder, the legend himself, actually commented on my video and says about the mana mirror. He doesn't think that I was using it correctly. I can guarantee you I have right-clicked that mana mirror on that one over here. This is why it's so full, because this one's so full. It's nearly done. However, the other thing that you suggested, that I don't need the mana tablet and the other bits, I don't need the greater band of mana. I don't need any of these. You are right, I don't need them, but I might as well keep them anyway. I might as well keep them anyway, because I mean, I'm not doing anything else with those particular slots. They may as well stay on my person. I do want the mana tablet, mainly because it's a nice neat way of moving around mana from one pool to another. I could go ahead and use sparks, of course, but I think that just sticking a mana tablet on the top, waiting a few seconds, picking it up, going over there, and then putting it onto the pool is more than enough. I've tried to do it with a mana mirror, but the mana mirror will not actually. It won't take anything. This mana pool here. I will get my little hand of Ender out, just so I can see. Yeah, it is accepting mana from items, but if I slap this mana mirror on the top there, it doesn't actually take anything from the mana mirror itself. It takes nothing at all. So you can't use the mana mirror in that particular way, which is what I said that I was going to have a look into. So just letting you know that it doesn't actually work. Having a mana tablet is really for my own convenience of moving mana between pools. Okay, that is now successfully moved, and this should be far enough away so that whatever gets broken will not like end up on the floor and then get picked up by the random carpers, only to be planted again on these birchwood planks. I have tried it and I've tested it, and this block right here does still get placement of blocks on it that the random carpers manages to pick up. So that's the furthest block away from it. Will be absolutely fine. So what am I actually going to craft? Well, it's a particular item that I haven't done yet, and it's a particular item that I've never really found a use for other than this. Now, there is obviously, you can get uses for this. It's just me being a clown and not doing anything. I want a mana pool, stone, living rock, and I'm going to get a tiny planet. This is a bauble that you can put upon your person, and when a mana burst is fired, it will gravitate towards you, and it will revolve around you as a player. I don't want that. I want the block version of that. So I'm going to surround it in smooth stone, and I have the block version of the tiny planet. Let's go over here. I think you guys may know by now what exactly I want to do with this. I'm going to place it along here because I'm going to get a mana burst fired directly at this, and then have the mana burst revolve around this, breaking the living rock as we go. Well, guys, I cannot stand making runes. It's taken so long to get this, the rune of spring and water. Not only that, but I had to go out and mine. I went out and did a little bit of a mining spree, and I came back, started putting my stuff in my chest. Now, I did have utility mode on, meaning that I could just mine along with my thing and just delete the cobblestone, because I don't need that much cobblestone. So I'll delete my cobblestone as I'm going. And I went to delete the cobblestone that I had in my inventory, stuck delete on, pressed shift, clicked on the cobblestone, and I deleted it all out of my chest as well. So that's great. I've got no cobblestone now, but it's really not that hard to go out and get some. And I suppose that's what I get for using that utility mode. Anyway, 2 mana diamonds, rune of water, and rune of spring is the greed. We get 2 of these as well, so that's all right. Sit that there. Rune of water, rune of spring. Give that a bash, and then eventually I'm going to stick a living rock on the top of that one. This is for the ball lens. This thing right here. A rune of greed and a mana lens. I do have some stuff in here that'll allow me to craft a lens. How are we doing? Looking good. There we go. Those are my greed, my greed runes. Thank you. Thank God for that. I could swear I've made some of them before, and I don't know if I had a free one going spare. I may have used it at some stage. Whoops, I actually need the thing to start with. Mana lens. Now it is a mana lens bar. Not only that, but I want an efficient... Well, if I spelled it right first. An efficiency lens. This thing. Which is a mana lens and a rune of water. Luckily for me, I have one last rune of water ready. Thank God for that. Where did I put the... Oh, it's in there. So we'll do that. Stick that there. That there. And that will basically allow the mana burst to travel just that little bit longer before it completely runs out of mana. I need a slime ball, and I can't remember where I've put them. I don't think I might not have any, like, to hand. I might have to make one, which I believe is a recipe. Yes, cactus. I have cactus. I know I have cactus. In fact, let me get us all 7 changed up into slime balls, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to use these at some stage. Nice. And then we'll stick these 2 together to create the lens of what we want, which is the boar efficiency lens. There we go. Mana lens, boar efficiency. Good stuff. And I think we can put the slime balls into that one right there. Next, I've already got a redstone mana spreader set out. I can't remember what stage I was at anything, because I... I've been mining for that long to find diamonds. It's getting annoying to try and find some now. And I, of course, need some way of getting mana over to this thing. I think, should I get a diluted pool? When I originally thought about doing this, I never thought that I would be using mana to be able to, you know, mine these particular blocks up. Otherwise, I would have replaced this whole setting over there. And that's probably what I'm going to end up doing over here by my network. I'm probably going to go ahead and change it around. So, let me go ahead and get myself just a pool for the moment. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, no, I've got one. There we go. There we go, good stuff. I have a mana pool. Done. You know what? Oh no, I've got my mana tablet here. I'll use that instead. I will use that instead. Pick up some mana out of this pool that's absolutely chock-a-block. It needs to do it that way around, please. No. Need to do it this way, because otherwise the thing keeps turning on. It's much easier to do it this way. And there we go. That should be enough for the moment. Way, good stuff. Right, let us get that mana pool. And I'm going to put it on this side. Is that It's accepting mana from items. Good stuff. I will stick you onto there. And let me dip into this. Get my little thing out with a button on the side. Is that empty? No, it's not empty. And I think we are at a stage where I can actually show you how this works. So let me pick that back up. Get some smooth stone. And we'll go ahead and stick that smooth stone in the dropper. That will go ahead and do its business, get all this sorted. What I want to do is make yet another timer. Instead of this button's only for show. Get another timer. Do it for the length of the amount of time that I think it creates living rock for. Once that is done, I then, that timer will then pulse. It will pulse a redstone signal out, and then it will mop up everything. So I will wait for this to turn into living rock, and I'll be back. Okay, it is now changing into living rock. Okay, wait until it's all finished. Just a couple more pieces. There is that one, and the final one. Go up. Lovely. And then at this stage, the timer would then fly, and you would get something that looks a little bit like that. It doesn't pick every single living rock up, and it won't pick every single living rock up. It would require a couple of pushes of the button, but of course, smooth stone's going to just come in on here, and there is, out of the 7 that I put down, there is 1. It's probably been picked up by this. No? Where did it go? No, it's there. No. Where did the rest... Oh, it's there. I've got 6. Out of the 7 that was placed down, 6 have been harvested, and then that could then be picked up by or it is going to be picked up by a golem. I'm going to have a chest just here with the golem on the side of it, and then he's going to go up, gather all the loose items up. The reason why he's over this side and not over here is because obviously he'll try and to pick up all this stuff, and we don't want that to happen. So he's going to be over here, out of range of that. And there you go, he's going to pick up the living rock, stick it in the chest, and there you go. There is certain things that need to be done, though, to make this actually work properly. We need to change this chest here for a hopper, and then have the red string stuff automatically putting the smooth stone up into here. The problem is that at some stage, I know what will happen is all of this... Let me go to sleep really quickly. All of that stuff will get... mined up, but then we could end up with a loose living rock around the place, and when this pulses, it will pick up some living rock as well. And I know that that's going to happen at some stage. The red string will then pick it up, and then it'll end up in the dropper. But eventually what will end up happening is the majority, or all of it, even when the living rock does get dropped on the random carpus, and then the living rock does get placed on top of here, what will happen is this will then fire again. And then eventually, the golem will pick up everything, and all of the smooth stone that was in the system will have ended up in the chest over at the side that the golem's gone ahead and picked up. So you can see here, we've run out of smooth stone. You can also see that it will do it. There you go. It's just run out of juice. It's run out of juice by the end of it. Oh, it actually hit that. We didn't want that to happen. It's run out of juice by the end of it, and it can't get that last piece, which is a little bit of a shame, but there's nothing really that we can do about it unless there's another one, unless there's something else that we can put on there that will allow that to work. I don't think you can combine up to 3. I think you can only combine 2. I could be totally wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. So there you go. That is a way of using Botania, literally just Botania. And you could do your own timers, redstone-wise, like proper... You don't have to use Project Red for this. You can do invert cells and stuff like that with actual vanilla redstone. But this is using entirely Botania, and it is effectively a living rock farm. That's what it is. I just need to do a little bit of messing around, change this into a hopper, get it in some red string so that it finds its way back into the dropper, and then it continuously cycles. Eventually... And then, of course, get a timer on this side as well so it pulses out when I think the living rock should be ready. Maybe once every 5 minutes would be more than ample. and then a little golem on the end there. Or you could do a hopper hock. If you were doing just Botania, you could do a hopper hock over here, so it didn't pick up the stuff that was over here, and only the stuff that got done over here. That might be an easier way of doing it, but this is Thaumcraft and Botania Unite, so I want to use a little bit of Thaumcraft in here and get it picked up by a golem. So there you go. That is my little build on how to make living rock. Now, it's exactly the same thing with living wood as well. Not living wood. Yeah, living wood. It is living wood, isn't it? And living rock? Living wood and living rock? Pretty sure it is. It's exactly the same. It's just using wood blocks instead of using smooth stone blocks. And the process is exactly the same. Nothing different. You could do this entire farm twice. So there you go. Alright guys, I'm off to make my final preparations for this thing. As you can see, look at this. It is one hell of a complicated thing. This, well, it looks like that way. But you can't string these together. You can't send one red string into another red string into another red string. It doesn't work like that. You've got to do it into an actual inventory. So I had to try to bend it around so that I could get it forced into the dropper from there. I think I could no, I couldn't have. Could I? No, because I needed that there. I wouldn't have been able to. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, no, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because that would have just shifted that way instead. It's exactly the same setup. So anyway, I did it this way. Now they all go around constantly into the dropper. All the time. This will pulse. It will pick stuff up, it will put it back into here, and it will end up back into the hopper in the end. It will always do that. Okay, so that's good. That is exactly what I wanted for that half of the setup. This half of the setup, I had a golem and an animation core for gather, just laying around, gathering dust, so I decided that I'm going to go ahead and use that. I think that should be far enough away. So let's go ahead with the wood golem. I'll stick it there. Oops. Why are you not allowing me to do that? Hopefully that will now do its business. Oh, it's gone too far. Gay! You're not meant to do that! Stop there, boy! I think I can... Why are you not letting me put you on that chest? What? That should be allowing me. Especially shift and clicking. Why? I don't get it. They're all like that. I'm confused. I am actually really confused there. It seems that it's going too far anyway. So let's move it over just a little bit more. Why? I didn't click that. He's doing it again, look. Stop it. No. They are not for you. They are not for you, you naughty boy. Don't make me put you over in the dark forest. Can I? That looks okay now. However, once I put the timer on this thing, I'm going to put the timer to... who knows? It doesn't need to be bloody... It doesn't need to be too often. For the moment. I can't stick a button on there. That would be nice if I could. Let's see if he does out. There he is. There he is, look, he's coming along. He's coming along, he's thinking, yes. I can pick these bits up. And he comes back over. Can you put them in there? Why are you not doing what you're told? Maybe I've messed something up. I don't know. Give me a second, guys. Oh my goodness gracious me. I am such an idiot sometimes. I just needed to right-click him. I didn't need to shift and right-click him. That's why I was opening the chest all the time. I think... There we go. Now he's doing it. Now he's doing it. This is good. I'm just going to go ahead and press this again, because I want to see how many this guy can carry. Yes, I know what I've just done. I've gone ahead and made cobblestone. That is going to be an issue for you, isn't it, boy? Has he had enough? Well, there's still one piece there, and he hasn't gone to pick that up. So how many have you actually picked up? 4. Okay, that is going to be more than enough to be able to come along with 2 trips, and it's not going to despawn. This is good. This is good. That is really annoying for you, isn't it? Here. How's that? If I push you off, you're not going to get stuck anymore. You're not going to get stuck anymore, are you? Let this change into... Oh, I made a load of bloody cobblestone there. The living rock. Every 300 seconds this will pulse. It will make all of this. Is this too much? Maybe? Probably. Oops. If we go with 200 seconds... Because it takes 1 minute, meaning it takes 60 seconds to make the smooth stone into living rock. But they've got to also take into account the random carpers planting the things in the first place. If I did that, it would reset it, wouldn't it? Yes. Right. That's not what I wanted to do anyway. But never mind. Right, I'll be back when this has got round to the end there. Okay, while this pops around here, guys, I could talk about what else I could do to maybe allow 2 fires of this redstone mana spreader. So I made sure it always got that block there at the end. You could, of course, take the timer, move it back a little bit, and have a separate line with a repeater on going into this side. So that this fires first, it pulls one, it puts the 1 pulse out, goes through, the repeater comes along, then fires that out. Ooh. Why is cobblestone there? I think it might have just fired at the same time as that one. He is not enjoying that, is he? Again, stop it. I was meant to put that back, I do apologise. But now I'm just looking to see if this is enough of a time. Which I think it is by the looks of things. I think what happened with this particular piece of cobblestone right here is it fired off, it hit this, it mined this, then spun around, come back again, and it had already placed the block there, so it mined it again. And then, of course, you ended up with cobblestone. But that makes no sense of why that got picked up by that. The cobblestone should have just gone on the floor. Interesting. Anyways, guys, that looks like a pretty good setup to me. You could go even further and automate it even further by getting smooth stone automatically put into the dropper through different means. You know, like maybe an infernal furnace or maybe even a thermal lily or something like that that did that and then, you know, took these stuff out and put it into there. Or so on and so forth. You could do that. Oh yeah, that's plenty of time. Absolutely plenty of time, that is. I am well happy about it. I am well happy about it. I think that just picked it up. Alright, just picked it up. Is it in here? It's not in here. Don't know where it is. Oh, living rock. So it does happen. You see? It does happen. This will occasionally pick stuff up. Anyway, I've kept you guys for long enough now. I do hope that you enjoy this little setup that I've got. It's the only way that I know that you could possibly go ahead and automate throughout the whole procedure of living rock and, of course, living wood. If it's been of use to you guys, please go ahead and leave a like. It would be amazing if you could. And until next time. Oh, let me get off the roof. I have been the Tough Man as always. Stay safe.